Hey everybody, BarrenDome here. A couple months ago, I showed off a little teaser trailer on my Discord called the Void Caverns. It's kind of a project I started on back in August. I did some work on it, and then I kind of stopped. I got a little bored because, oversaturation with lots of other projects. And, I never really showed this that much off to my channel. I did it a couple little clips in some live streams. So if you never really watched my 4-hour, 6-hour live streams, you kind of missed it. But I kind of figured, I need to get in there and I need to finish this project. The problem is the large scale. I think I over anticipated how large of scale this project was going to be. I think I extended myself too much. But let me kind of go in there and show you what my overall plan was. And I'm hoping that, in the next coming weeks, months, you'll get more updates as I'm progressing in this build. Before we get down there, let me give you kind of an idea of what the scale is. So that block right there is ground level. That's all I'm really going to show. And it's about, 64, 65. That's ground level. So let's go ahead and go down. And this is one of my new signs from the new Future Client Gold, but that's a video for later. But let's go ahead and get in here. So what you're looking at right now is the corner of my my Void Caverns. And kind of what I did in here is I came down, and this is about level, I came down around level 50, and I just made these long-ass tunnels. The whole structure is about 250 by 250 square. It's about 50 deep. So I made these long tunnels about 5 spaces apart. I then TNT'd the tunnels to make the tunnels bigger, and then I would do nuker to make the tunnels even bigger so I could get these TNT duplicating flying machines in here, and then I just flew them back and forth. I did the same thing in one of my live streams where I called it You Showed Bedrock. And I did the same thing underground where I hollowed out this entire area and had to clean up lava and water and everything like that. Before we get down there, let me kind of show you the roof. The roof is just how when the TNT exploded, it left all this jaggedness to it. So that's what I kind of did with the roof. I did this whole jaggering with the obsidian, and then I put the end rods on top of it. So like when you look up, it's going to give this star-like appearance to it, like you're in perpetually night kind of a thing. And then on the very bottom, it's one layer above bedrock is obsidian. So we are right here now, one layer above bedrock, and then that's the roof right up there. And I've got my coordinate exploit resource pack on right now. So there's natural ore generation going on in here right now, but it's all obscured. So you don't know what you're seeing. You don't even know if it's dirt or gravel or iron or anything like that. To you, it just looks like all stone. And you can see that this extends further than a render distance. And the render distance on 2B2T, I believe, is 5 chunks. So it's pretty far. So let's start walking to give you an idea of the scale of this massive cavern that I TNT'd out of here. So you can kind of see the lines up there. That's where I kind of dug, and then right below that was where the TNT bombing happened. So I had to dig out 10 below that to get enough room for the TNT duper. So if you do 10 times 250 times 250, that's how much I had to dig out just before I could start getting the bombers in there. So here's the back corner. So we're already at a render distance. So 250 over there, 250 over there. And you can actually see this. I still got pistons up there that would activate the machines to return back to their stations, so I didn't have to do it manually. And yeah, I never did take those down. So let's head this way to just kind of give you. But in case you don't know what I plan on doing, if you've ever played Skyrim before, they have an area called Blackreach. It's this huge underground area. And that's what I kind of planned on recreating down here. I want to recreate my own version of Blackreach, with a whole underground castle, lakes, lava lakes, giant obsidian pillars, various wood bridges and things like that. Oh, right here is a skeleton spawner that happened to be there, and I protected it from the bomber. So I've got this skeleton spawner in there that I can use later, maybe encase it, like this decapitated building. So if you get near the building, the undead come out and attack you. So let's go this way a little bit. So it's not an exact square. Right to there's a little bit less. There's a structure or natural terrain up there. I would have had to dig down another 10 below that and then go over to get the flying machines in there. So I just figured I'd just kind of leave it like that. I still got some floating blocks I never did clean up. Yeah, I did leave all my pistons and I never did take those down. So here's the back corner. So from that corner all the way to the beginning corner where we came in, that's 250. So there's a little bit, I think that's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's about 21. There's another 3. There's another 15. So that's how much it kind of goes over right there. So it's pretty insane. So yeah, like that's kind of how I wanted to do the roof. It's not completely flat with the different staggering of the obsidian. You know, it's got a nice little different look to it, and you've got the end rods. Kind of give it like a starlight look to it. So I'm really hoping in the next couple weeks, couple months, you'll start seeing some more updates of this area and that I can start building in here. The only thing is I really need to plan this out before I start doing anything, because when you start working with obsidian, particularly on 2B, you know, the TPS can be really low, and if you start building something and it doesn't look correct, you know, that's a lot of work to tear it down and then try to rebuild it. So I'm probably gonna do a lot of taking it into a single player world, messing with it, rebuilding it here. It's gonna be going a lot of back and forth, probably duplicating a lot of work single player and creative mode till I get the look that I want. So if you guys have any other questions about how I created this giant ass cavern, you know, just leave comments down below in the video description. I'll answer them as best as I can. But basically it just came down to, you know, digging a 10 high tunnel all the way across and then just launching a boatload of TNT duplicating flying machines in it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you have any other questions or likes, leave them below and I'll hit you up. Catch you guys later. Bye.